on.
This isn't even plugged in or anything.
No, it's okay.
Does it go in here?
I'm trying to make sure.
That doesn't go in there, does it?
It goes somewhere.
There we go. I don't even know what's going on.
That's all right.
No, it's
Don't
not.
need
I need to.
Fancy setup.
We're all messed up. Dusty.
That's all right. Dust is good for you.
Is this supposed to be pushed?
Nope.
What was all that? Spaghetti?
I don't know. All right. See how easy that was?
It was.
No one's saying anything.
Nobody said nothing. How's it going, people? What's up?
Been a while since we've been live.
Yeah, because somebody had nose surgery.
Yeah, I know. Pretty stupid.
Like a baby.
Yeah.
It looks pretty cool, though. I think you should just keep that permanently.
I think it looks pretty badass.
I like it.
Makes me look like a badass.
It does.
Yeah.
Or someone that can't take a punch. We're trying these microphones because some people say they can't hear us. So I don't know if you guys can hear us or not. Hi, everyone. Hi, everyone. So what's new?
Man, I don't know.
You don't know? Pokemon. Okay. Hi, guys. Jonathan says, I can hear you. The nose job goes hard. Hello, run. What's that?
I don't know.
Pokemon. Okay.
I don't know what these people
I
are
don't know
talking
what we're
about.
talking about. What you guys are talking about. So, there's snow everywhere, which is weird, huh?
Not here.
Out in the south, though, you know.
Oh, is there?
Florida got a bunch of snow. Texas got a bunch of snow.
It's global warming.
I seen Galveston actually was snowy, which is weird.
Global warming.
Yeah, that's probably what causes that.
Yeah.
Look, everyone, I don't know what that means, but so what's going on with everybody? I just got back from the doctor a little while ago. If you guys have been on here before, I was diagnosed with some blood clots, so I had a follow-up thing to see if everything was good there. And it's good, getting better. Reese wants to know what happened to your nose.
I broke it in MMA, and I had a deviated septum from it,
Well,
so I
someone
decided...
else broke it.
Well, yeah, someone else broke it, but I got a deviated septum from it, so I decided to get it fixed.
Yeah.
If I didn't have the deviated septum, I wouldn't have, but...
I should have probably got mine fixed when that happened.
Probably.
Because you make fun of me when I eat and I'm breathing real loud and everything.
I lived like that for like a week, and I was like, heck no.
The Texan says, how are y'all doing? Your video helped me through deployment and PTSD. That's cool. That's what we like to hear, you know. Take somebody away from their regular life and their problems and give them a little laugh for a second. So that's good. We appreciate that. We appreciate everybody watching and getting on here. The guy says that's badass. So, wife gave me ED. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Maybe you need a new wife. Hi. Just kidding. About what?
They said hi. I don't know.
Well, no, it's there, here. I don't know. I got to be careful reading this Phantom. Those are pretty cool. I've never seen those. How'd they do that? Stickers or something?
Let's see. They're right there.
Oh, okay.
They're YouTube emojis.
Okay. I don't really use. So I could use those when I comment to people's stuff.
If you were watching, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'm not sure. Maybe it's
Like
just
on
live.
videos.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
People really want to know what happened to your nose.
Yep, broken in MMA, deviated septum, had that fixed and everything. So
MMA fight, yeah. Hearts, thank you. Repent and turn to Christ before it's too late. Yeah. Too late for what? Bro playing Fortnite while hanging with his grandpa.
what?
I don't
Do
know.
they think I'm playing Fortnite here?
Maybe. That's funny. Speaking of that, that brings us to this. I don't know how many of you people, I recognize some names sometimes, but some look new. We were talking about, because people have made comments in the past that are funny to me. They're kind of trying to be insulting, but I find that stuff hilarious as long as it's, within reason. It's not like a personal attack on a family or something weird like that. But someone mentioned like our wall back here looks like it was decorated from a 9-year-old dumb kid or something. I don't know. And that's funny. I mean, so we were talking about doing a show or whatever this is, where you guys roast us and try to make fun of us, as long as it's funny. If it's just like, you guys are stupid, that's not funny. But if you guys can actually come up with funny stuff, stuff to us to make us laugh for a change, what's written on your hands, all kinds of stuff. I mean, but so we're kind of tossing that idea around, and we would advertise when it's going to be so you guys can prepare for it. But kind of like an old-fashioned roast, I guess.
Yeah.
Those are hilarious to me. What's your relationship, father and son? Yeah, he's my son.
No, you're my son.
Right.
Yeah.
You look really young for my dad.
Yeah.
Right. That's weird.
Well, I aged well.
I play Fortnite. Does he mean Fortnite? I think.
Probably.
Gulf of America. Let's go. Okay. We could do that. It doesn't really matter. It's not going to affect my life at all what it's named, but, whatever people want to do, I don't care.
Someone's playing into the roast thing.
Yeah.
Can you read that one?
You have taste. How childish. Your son looks like a discontinued version of Sid the Sloth. Yeah, see, I like that.
Good, innocent
Right.
humor.
Yes, I do. So that's good. It'd be fun, though, if once in a while, instead of us making other people laugh, if they could make fun of us, make us laugh. Because we make fun of everybody in a good way.
Yeah.
We're not mean-spirited at all. We're just trying to make people laugh. And stuff's relatable, like relationship things. There's always something funny going on there that's relatable to people. And everyday life, for a lot of people, really sucks. I mean, working a dead-end job, making someone else rich, and it's good to. I know, like, the weather sucks this year for a lot of people, and they're still having to get up.
Doesn't it suck every year?
No, it's worse this year down
Is
south. Yeah, south. I mean, there's snow.
They get that occasionally.
No,
That happens.
Florida's getting snow where they've never had snow.
They've had it before.
I don't know. It's been a long time.
Oh man.
But people having to
Whatever.
deal with that kind of thing that aren't used to it. I mean, imagine getting up and your windshield's caked with ice and you didn't think that would ever happen, so you don't have an ice scraper. You're late for work. You're trying to figure out how to drive in ice. You've been born in Florida and you never drove. They don't know how to drive. So in ice, I mean, they're not used to it. So to the older gentleman, talking to him, right?
Yeah, I'm sure.
I assume you were previously a fighter. What fighting style did you partake in? I was never really.
Butter sculpting.
Butter sculpting. That's what I was into. But no, I dabbled in MMA stuff for a little bit, but I never really went anywhere with it. So I mainly was helping some other people out. They were trying to pursue their dreams of doing it. I never did it. I mean, I know enough to protect myself if I need to, I guess. Let's say that. But as far as actually going crazy with it, I never did. But
that's crazy. I didn't know I could do that.
I learned a little jujitsu, boxing, karate, taekwondo, stuff like that. A little wrestling. You look like the Hulk. You really never fought. No, I never did. I've worked out a long time, and I guess if you look intimidating enough, you don't really have to fight much. So that's helped me. I mean, never really. Now, when I was in school, I was really scrawny and stuff. So I did get picked on, like everybody. I had I probably picked on a few people, and people picked on me. I was kind of somewhere in the middle there, I guess. But in ninth grade, I probably weighed about 160, so I was pretty small.
That's not that small.
I was pretty small for my height.
6'1".
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I was tall. So, yeah, you better pre-read that. Is it good?
I think
It's
so.
right at the distance where I kind of don't need my glasses, but yet I do.
Do you need me to enlarge it a little
Good
bit?
news though, I got a new box of glasses in today, so that's always like Christmas for me. Like,
Yeah.
just order them a box at a time off Amazon. They're like, $12 for. I think there's like eight pairs, 10 pairs in there. So compared to like you buy these things at Walmart even or something, they're like $12 a piece for decent ones, you know. Probably not. No. Even if we wanted to, we wouldn't be able to reach through here and do it. So, you need them that far away. Yeah. Glasses just suck. There's one for you. Is your son more
What?
of a ground fighter or striker? Well rounded. What do you
I
say
feel like
to that?
pretty well rounded.
Pretty well rounded.
Yeah.
Mostly ground game though. Don't you do more of that?
I'll probably do more of it, but
He
my
actually
striking's not
trains
too
with
bad.
somebody that's kind of world famous in the past. I mean, guy's pretty
Very.
way up there. So
Yeah.
fortunate to have that in a small area like we're in, you know.
Yep.
And we're actually supposed to do an interview with that guy. Eventually, we were going to do it sooner, and then all this other stuff happened. So, yeah, you should add the glasses on the affiliate account there. Somebody could order my glasses that I get, and we could eventually pay for our own glasses that way then. So, yeah, we don't really talk about politics. I just basically want the country and everybody to do good, no matter who's in there, and I don't, it's just not something we talk about on here. So there's plenty of, like I said before, there's so much politics out there. If you want to see that or talk about that, there's somebody that'll get right in there and listen to you. But I just want the economy to do well and everybody to be, protected and safe here, and that's it,
Yeah.
pretty much. Do you do MMA for a living
No, I do not. It's kind of just a hobby side thing for me.
right now?
Go 2 or 3 times a week and try to just get better at it. More for the self-defense side. I like the tournament side of things too, but I do it more for the self-defense type things.
To be well-rounded in life,
Yeah.
I think you need to be able to protect yourself.
Well, it's like we were talking about earlier. Violence is the bottom line of everything. It's like
It really is.
if you say 2 + 2 is 5, but I say 2 + 2 is 4, I'm smarter, but then you can take me off the face of the planet. 2 + 2 is now 5.
Because I say it is.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
it's like, well,
So just because you're a computer nerd or whatever
Yeah.
you do, I believe everyone. Like I watch on Instagram, there's this guy that shows he's not trying to make people a fighter. He's trying to give you tips on how to just protect yourself on everyday life scenarios that could happen. So, like a lot of women stuff, somebody comes up and grabs a woman from behind. What can she do? And I think everybody should have that skill level, at least the basics, to be able to protect yourself. And,
I could show you a gnarly thing to do if someone grabs you from behind.
yeah.
Something that's just like, what the hell?
But I think that you should be able to protect yourself, and at least enough to get away from the situation. You don't have to necessarily win, but just get yourself out of that situation. Or if you have kids, I mean, you want to be able to protect your kids.
Yeah.
Show them what to do when they're older, in case somebody grabs them or whatever. But as far as like a tournament level and stuff, a lot of people aren't interested in that. But you really, I mean, you could be smart, have a great job, have a good life, but if you can't learn the basics to protect yourself, everything could change really quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've been
Whereas
in
just simple things.
situations where, if
Yeah.
I didn't have the training I had, it could have went totally different.
Right.
You act with such more confidence and control of a situation if you know what you're doing.
Yeah, no one is bulletproof, that's correct, but a lot of people aren't just walking up and shooting you. A lot of people try to grab you or rob you or, when they come in your house, I think. And that's the other thing. I mean, it is about weapons also. That's part of, being
part of
well-rounded.
self-defense,
So
yeah.
carrying, and fortunately we're in a state where we
Oh,
can.
did you see the new law? I
What?
think that's.
Where?
Oh, it's not on there. You see the new law though about carrying. If you have a license, it doesn't matter what state.
Oh, really?
It applies.
Really, that's
It
good.
overrides everything.
That's great.
If I don't know if it's signed in or not.
That's
yet,
one
but
thing I believe in is everyone
like
does have the
California,
right to
Illinois,
carry.
all them
If you want to
places.
protect yourself, you should have that right,
People
regardless of
definitely-
your politics or anything. That's not.
People definitely need to be educated on it though and trained on it and stuff. Like you see a lot of people that have those things and they're very, very dumb with them.
Right. Yeah.
And that's not right, That's stupid.
But everyone should have that right, and you should learn the basics of that also. Like you're saying, you don't just go grab something and start carrying it around without learning about it, learning how to use it safely, learning when to use it, when not to use it. Yeah, women should pack heat, and even guys, because like if you can know how to defend yourself, but if someone chooses that, you're not going to be able to.
I will say the biggest thing though is even if, like, let's say you are carrying and someone comes to grab you, you can't just grab it. If you've never practiced those scenarios where you have something on you and then someone grabs you from behind, you have no idea what it's like to be like scrambling, like, do I grab the thing? Do I try to get out of here? What do I do? Because if they feel it, they're going to go for it.
I mean,
so
really what it comes down to is the best advice is if you can get out of a situation and get away.
Even if people are like,
even
oh,
if
I
you
would've
know,
beat his ass.
even if you know you can do something, it's best just to get out of there if it's possible.
You have nothing to prove to other people when your life is on the line.
You're going to get sued, all the legal stuff. It's going to cost you one way or the other. Even if you win, it's best to get away always. Yeah. So no matter what kind of tough guy you are. And I've been in situations where I've been called names or something. I'm like, okay, whatever. And it's best
you reacting like that?
It's just good to walk away, right? I just walk away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure you do.
But that's what you got to do is just get out of the situation unless you want to pay a bunch of money in legal fees, because that's where they'll get you. Even if you win the fight, the fight could be just starting.
Get you trapped in another country.
End up losing your house or part of your paycheck because you wanted to be a tough guy. Well, yeah, you won, but did you really? Now that guy's getting your money. So I'd rather just leave and be like, whatever, That's what I think. So you cherish me. That's what he said there. Yeah, that's sad. That's you never know, because people are here one minute and gone the next. But I had a little bit of health scare a while back, and turns out I didn't think it was that big a deal, but I guess it was a pretty dangerous situation that I just kept putting off. And
it's all right.
Now it's better. So
one thing I want to plug real quick is we got these new shirts.
Yeah.
Nobody cares. Work harder with our little logo, and then on the back it's a
bigger version of that.
But it's a bigger version on the full back. And I'm trying something new on here, but you guys should be able to see it it should have like a shop tab
where it shows up on here.
Something like that. Well, where's your phone? Give me your phone. I'm gonna find out. Keep talking about other things.
Yeah, so packing heat should be more common than not. Self-defense is more so personal responsibility than anything. Run when you can, fight when you are forced to, and keep the wife and kids safe. Exactly, yeah. And we're in Arkansas, so it's very common here. It always has been. It could be that way everywhere soon, but to walk in a Walmart and see 5 people with a gun on their hip, and nobody thinks anything of it,
So, for what I was talking about, the little shop, to be able to see where this is if you are curious in getting one, or even his hat, the guy hat.
Yeah.
In the bottom right corner, there's like a little shopping bag thing. You just click that, I guess. I don't know.
These hats are actually one of our best sellers.
Yeah.
So, and we have beanie hats, and we have different colors of stuff, so.
Yeah, there's a bunch of crap there.
Anyways, the health thing, that was, I had blood clots in my lungs, and they tried to kind of tell me in the hospital that they started out in my lungs, which I kind of even looked at them like, really? I thought most of the time blood clots start out in your one of your legs, which the pulmonologist, I guess that's what they're called, that I went to today said that is correct. And more than likely it was in one of my legs and then moved up through my heart and kind of gets dispersed into your lungs then as your heart, the pumping of your heart actually kind of breaks them up. So, but they're better. And they didn't tell me a whole lot in the emergency room. So
That's
I
the
didn't know.
emergency room you went to. For
Yeah.
you.
So I didn't know like
Crap.
any details about this. And I've been sitting here thinking this whole time that I still have blood clots and one of them could just bust loose and like give me a heart attack or a stroke at any time. And it sounds like that's not the case. The medicine I'm taking pretty much dissolves them within just a few weeks. And the reason they keep you on it is because some of your blood vessels could be damaged, so they don't want those to build up again. Keep your blood thin and flowing well. So just get rid of that dork. But that's what I found out today is that that's not something I have to worry about. So that's a good thing. Yeah, we hid your messages because you must be a little child.
No,
or
I hid him
something.
from the channel. He's deleted from our channel.
Oh, okay. He's gone. We got no patience for.
It's funny
We
now.
have enough followers because.
Right, yeah, we're out of size
when we-
now where it's like if someone just annoys us enough and they're like really weird, inappropriate messages, we're just like, bye.
What's the problem with Gen 4 not being around in states like California's energy? I don't know. I don't know the actual detail. I know that California is super strict on
Very.
pretty much everything they do out there. So that would be interesting, though, if some of the laws change. And I always
I can't
thought,
remember
how
what
can
it's
it
called.
be? That's not really a state thing to me because it's in the Constitution.
Yeah, it shouldn't be
So
state allowed.
that
That
should
one.
not be a state thing. It's,
Constitution overrides states' rights.
right. So that's good that they'll be allowing that.
If it passes
It's got to
and
pass,
all that
right?
crap.
It's just
I
a
don't know.
proposed thing.
Yeah.
Because the president doesn't have the right to actually make laws. He can make bills and stuff like that, but they still have to go through the proper channels, which is the way it should be.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Otherwise, we have a king instead of a president, so we don't want that no matter who's in there.
This guy is all surprised we're in Arkansas. He's been watching for a year, and he lives in White County, which I looked that up.
Where's that at?
It's right down there.
Really?
CRC.
Oh, okay, cool.
Heber
Yeah, we're right
Springs.
here. Yeah,
Not,
okay.
not too far.
No.
What, 3 hours, 4 hours?
We were just down in Mountain View just over the weekend. We
Sunday.
stayed down there all weekend. So
Oh, yeah, you guys were down there all weekend.
yeah.
I came down there after my surgery all loopy and had
Yeah,
my
I was
woman
like, what's
drive.
going
That's
on?
crazy.
I knew you were sick then.
Yeah.
That's just like when I went to the hospital. It's like I actually fell asleep in the car.
I did too.
And I don't do that unless I've been drinking. And that's the only time I ride in a car is if I'm drinking too much and know that I shouldn't drive.
That was a
and then
crazy sound.
it was. Thank you.
How was that?
I did that on purpose. I'm practicing
What are you
ventriloquism.
summoning?
Don't worry about it. So if I fall asleep in a car, something's not right with me. So even if I'm not driving, something's off because I always drive. So that's just the way it is. Very few times do I ride with anybody. So like when we went to Branson and got those margaritas that were like bigger than my head and they're on fire. That night, of course, I didn't drive. I think I fell asleep. I think I was actually griping about her driving, telling her to go slow so I didn't get sick and everything.
Oh my.
So she had to keep it under like 45 the whole way home. Gordon says, "Love your jokes. I use some of them before I start my auctions." That's interesting. Is that what you do then, auctioneer? That's always amazed me. Do you say them really fast like that too? Because that'd be kind of cool. You know, how auctioneers. talk. Yeah, like that.
Something like that.
So, you guys have a good one. It's nice to know. I like
do.
watching. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, if you ever see us out and about, come say hi. We were just in a restaurant in Mountain View, or close to there, and we were getting ready to leave, and a lady said that her son knew that we were there and saw the car or something and was afraid to come and talk to us because we were eating. And I'm like, no, you should have just come up. I don't care. I mean, we appreciate everybody that, watches our stuff and helps us out. I mean, that's great. Gets a laugh from us. But so she said it would make his day if he could meet you as we were leaving. I'm like, well, call him and I'll wait here if it's that big a deal. I'm just me. But, so we waited there for like 10 minutes and he showed up and came in and shook my hand and got a selfie with me, which is always still weird to me. But he had a big smile on his face like, man, that's pretty cool because I know that I've met some famous people, and it is kind of cool. I don't really consider myself like that, but anyways, so we waited there. But I always appreciate it when someone comes up and says hi, or that's kind of cool. It shows that you're, because it's not like it costs anything,
Right.
to, I mean, so they can come up and say hi and everything and meet us, get a picture or whatever you want to do, ask us questions, make fun of us, do something. Come up. If you see us out, though, come up and say hi because that's pretty cool. So you guys live in my neck of the woods. Hi, by the way. Where do you live there, Johnny? Somewhere in Arkansas, I'm assuming. You two are getting Rockstar publicity in a way. Yeah. The first time, I mean, it was weird because we were fairly small when I had it happen the first time.
16,000 followers on TikTok.
And we didn't have that many on here either. We were below 100,000, well below.
Well, we were smaller in here. We were like 4,000 or something like
Yeah.
that.
And that's when I guess the first time when people started coming up to me, saying hi and stuff. I'm like, wow, this is, because I called you from the gym, I think. I'm like,
Yeah,
hey,
you did.
because I was like, really, like, I didn't know what to say and
We're
stuff.
like, what,
and
100 times bigger now? 1,000 times
yeah,
bigger?
so
something
now
like that?
sometimes
I don't
so
know what
it's
the math
almost
is.
when we go out
100
somewhere
times.
now and no one does recognize us, it's kind of weird. But I know there's people that will do recognize you and they just leave you alone. And
Yeah.
so either way, but if you want to come up and say hi, I mean, I'm just me. I'm not a big deal. So kind of crazy people
I'm
are like
kind
that.
of a big deal.
It's a little embarrassing. Near the Springfield, Missouri, we're up there like almost every week in Springfield. So if you see it, we go to Costco a lot, Hy-Vee, the mall sometimes. So feel free, come up and say hi and talk a minute. And maybe somebody has some ideas. I mean, I'm always open to.
Some ideas.
I mean, we're always open. We've made videos from comments before.
Oh, lots of
So,
times.
I mean, that's helpful because we're constantly trying to think of new ideas and new spins on stuff we've already done, or even, I mean, this business, other people take our stuff and redo it. We do the same thing sometimes too. If we can put our
Spin on it.
spin on it and make it ours, and we do that. I mean, that's obvious, and they do it to us too. So and that's
YouTube.
fine.
YouTube has every video.
Yeah,
'Cause they don't have
YouTube
very
has
strict
never censored
restrictions.
us on any video. The only time was we made a full length a long time ago, and we used a song, and they took away the monetization on that video.
Right,
Which
but
we knew that was going to happen.
yeah.
So that's no big deal.
Like if you watch on like Instagram or TikTok or
Yeah, only
any of
about
those. Well,
85
TikTok I think it's by.
TikTok, we've had a few that
Yeah, but most of them are
they
good.
actually took one or two down completely.
Like over the 2 years.
And then
yeah.
they've taken the sound off some. And the thing about when they do that, it can be a video will start going on there, and then for some reason we can't. I don't know. Something trips them off, and they'll take the sound off, and it just kills the video. And I appeal it, and every time I've appealed it, they put the sound back on, but then the video's dead. So sometimes we'll look at a video like that and think, well, that could have done well. Let's do it again, a
In
little
3
different,
months.
and put it up again. So
Yeah.
YouTube has 100% of everything we do on there,
About 5,000 freaking videos.
and even extra stuff. Then Instagram has probably about 85%. Some things I'm like, no, they're not gonna let that by. And then also on Instagram, we put pictures up, memes, what they call swipe posts about different things. Like if we go to events, we put those videos up on there also. So you just watched the mother-in-law speeding thing. I'm stoned in my garage playing darts. Cool. Did you like it at least? I hope you got a laugh. But yeah, and then we're also on Facebook. That's the same as Instagram, only probably 85 to 90% of stuff's on there. But there's stuff on those that you can't find on YouTube also. So,
There is.
well, like the
Oh, the
swipe
memes and
posts
stuff,
and the
yeah.
memes and stuff. Some people get annoyed by those. I don't get that. If you don't like something, just keep scrolling. But you'd like to tell a story about an incident that happened in my hometown? Cool.
Buddy, you're trying to plug your own songs and you're just annoying and stupid, and that's why,
Yeah.
get out of here. You're banned
See
from
ya.
our channel now.
See ya. We don't care.
It's so annoying.
Get your own channel.
Did it
and
like 5 times.
get people on there.
It's a shitty
Yeah,
way
are
to
you
plug your
talking like
songs.
Joey? Or are you talking like in person? You tell me that story, or on here? It's a lot of typing probably. So, but yeah, I like it when people come up and say hi. It's cool. And I know we've had people that, like at the gym, people have told me, well, they wanted to come up and talk to you, but they're shy or they just want you to work out and everything. So, what's that mean?
I don't know.
I was shocked when I found out my toaster wasn't waterproof.
It is shocking.
Yeah. But it's cool when people come up and say hi or tell me a story or come up and make fun of me or do something, you know. We had all kinds of people. We were up at Lake of the Ozarks, and that's the most people that have ever come up to me up there. I don't understand why that was, though. I mean, I couldn't walk anywhere. People were hollering my name out and coming up and wanting pictures and watching me. And it's like, really? It's crazy. But it was cool. I mean, so now it's kind of the opposite. Sometimes I go somewhere and nobody says nothing. I'm like, what's going on? They don't know me. So anyways, I think we're going to get off here,
Yeah.
go eat pretty quick, and we're going to go. She was putting gas in her van and spit gas on her arm. Spilt, and then what happened? She lit a cigarette, and she's no longer with us, right? But I think we're going to go on to TikTok now for a few minutes, and after that, we're going to go eat something because we're hungry. That's why we eat. We're having lasagna, so.
Girlfriend's on a fast, so I'll have to smack the
Eat it
food
in
right
front of her,
just-
right? Like you did to me when I was fasting.
Yeah. This is really
You ate
good.
all kinds of stuff when I was fasting.
Yeah, it was great.
So, oh, really? She did light a cigarette and her arm caught on fire.
Wow.
Huh, how'd that end up? Was it like in the movies where you drive away and the gas station's blowing up and stuff in the rearview mirror?
All right.
Well, that's pretty funny, I guess. For you, not for her, probably. And your wife probably didn't care for it much, but I see what you're coming from there. Highway patrol pulled her over after she was on fire. Huh, that would have been a good video. Should have got the content. Anyways, guys, we're going to get off here and go to the next one so we can eat. Gave her a ticket. Thank you for the story, and thanks for joining us, and we'll be back some other random time whenever we feel like it. So thanks, and good night.